Okay, folks. So, trying to get this one here running, but it's missing a few parts that previous owner put on this one to get this one running. So, a few things I need to add. I need to put the LP pumps, which there's 3 of them, goes here, here, and up there. Then, got to hook that up, and I got to put the lower unit on there. I gotta see if that has oil in it. If it doesn't have oil in it, I'm gonna pressure test it first just to make sure. If it has oil in it, I'm just gonna go with it, at least for this first run. Spark plugs are all new, so we gotta put the fuel filter on. It's missing the mount here, so I'm gonna have to rob that one off of this one because that one has it. So, but one of the first things I need to do is clean these injectors. Gotta get these injectors clean. So I got a whole bunch of them of spares that were included. Now we're gonna just send these out to be cleaned, but I'm also gonna have to get those cleaned as well. So that's 12. That's it'll be about 20, 25 bucks a piece. If you're doing the math there, we're looking at about 125 bucks, 150 bucks per unit to get them clean. Plus I got all these spares that I want to clean. So what I've decided to do is make my own injector cleaner. Had this spare rail here that came with everything. I bought this here. This is an injector cleaner meant to plug directly up to the running motor. This would be more for a 4-stroke because I think running this through 2-stroke would lean out of. So what I made was going to put some injector cleaner through that, hook up the air compressor here. I'm going to set it to about 36 psi, which is what the motor should run at roughly per the manual. I think it's at like 35 point something. Go through here, go through the rail, turn all the injectors on at once with this going straight through the harness itself. All of these purple and whatever color wires are connected there. So I'm going to use those as the power on with this switch, power them all on at once. Then where is it? This one, they're all have a red yellow going to them. So hook this up to the ground, to my battery I have there. And I've tested it, it works to turn them all on. And got this one here plugged. This is the return line going back to the VST. Got that plugged and should all turn them on at once. So this is just a test one. This is the spares that I'm going to use first. Try to just see what these are running at. Get this dialed in right, then I'm going to pull the ones off of that. Get those tested and cleaned. Or at least tested to see how they're flowing. If they're flowing good, I'll use them. If not, we'll go into the handy dandy ultrasonic cleaner, get them clean, about 10 minutes a piece. And then from there, test them again. Should be at about 50 milliliters per 10 seconds. And we'll go from there. PSI. That's what it said. It said the instruction said to set the incoming air between 40 and 50. So I've got this set. Now I'm setting this up to about 35 PSI. Try to go a little bit over it. I'll give y'all a little look-see. Since I said it. And we're gonna run it. We're gonna see what happens. So first, I'm gonna crack this valve here open. And so what should happen, this is pretty much testing the injectors, making sure they're not leaking. So once I open this, that pressure should jump up. What I need to do, got everything hooked up. Yep, the pressure's up to 30, 36 now, equalized. So I'm gonna hit the start on this for 10 seconds. Same time, and we'll test. Oh shit. Reset. All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they ain't doing nothing. Oh. All right. Wrong side. 3, 2. Oh shit. 3, 2. That is anticlimactic. These are just dripping. Wow. Wow. Are they that plugged up? Wow. So, yeah. There's a good reason I didn't get hardly any flow through here. This thing was so gummed up. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. I'm gonna get a pick to pick that out. Check out this. That is nasty. So I need to flush this rail. Probably gonna do it with water. Yeah, so we're gonna forget about those for now. We're just gonna focus on this. Cause yeah, I gotta go through this VST tank. I just drained it just to wanted to pop these injectors off. And just nasty. First I just went through the gauge, pushed the button to see if there was any pressure on it. No pressure, but saw some nasty fluid come out. So I drained it, and yeah, that's what was in there. So yeah, I'm not running that through the motor. That is nasty. So we're gonna pivot, and we're gonna start taking this apart and getting this loose. Take the VST off, open it up, clean it up, put it back together. Get those injectors out. Try to clean those injectors in the ultrasonic cleaner, and we're gonna test them, and hopefully everything works how I think. nastiness. Look at that. Yeah, so these definitely gonna have to go. Especially that. Look at that. That's just nasty. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to drop these into the ultrasonic cleaner. But first, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna hook this up to the deal there and see if we can make it run. We can see what these things will do under pressure. Had I just crunk them up and try to make it do what it do, probably wouldn't have done nothing, but we'll see. All right. First, let me get these out. I also got some new filter baskets, as well as all the the baskets and the other O-rings. Got some of those new ones coming as well. But they're still on the way. So we may not be here in time for this. Need my hook. Watch for the hook. You know, the good foot. Hey. Bam. Oh shit. Bam. Yeah, the hook is a lot easier. Okay. All right then. Okay. So let's see. What did I drop now? Damn it. Alright, well, that's all I'm gonna do there. Now I just want to see how it operates. Uh-oh. Whoa. Alright. There we go. See where we're at. Okay. It works. All right, let's go. 2, 3, 4. Dang it. So it definitely ain't spraying. About 10.43 seconds. It ain't as gummed up as the other one. but they ain't planting, but they ain't spraying that bad. Okay, so that's all the fluid I had in there anyway. Okay, so that's empty. Those are pretty good. Those aren't too bad. I am going to drop them in the ultrasonic cleaner though. Cool. Okay, so I just did a little test here off camera. Did a 10-second test. And everything's about the same except for this one. This one was a little bit low. Everything's at about 76. That's at 73. I think by spec there can be 2% difference. I haven't calculated whether that's good or not, but I think that'll be within 2%. 3 of 76, so that should be good. But I'm still gonna put them in the ultrasonic cleaner. Put this back together. Then take the VST off. Get that cleaned up. Clean that high pressure filter inside there, and get the LP pumps together, get the lower unit on, and that should be good. All right. After getting the fuel injectors out, I'm gonna replace some of these parts. I got this big O-ring here, and you got the basket here. You can either use with this type, since it's got that lip on there. Let's see that any better. Since it's got that lip on there, you could use a pocket knife, or you can use this here little tool here. Screw that down into there. Screw that down into there as much as you can. Okay. All right. That goes down into there. Oh, that didn't do it. Let's try that again. Twist that. I should get it in there. Twist that. And you can pull it on out. But these are easy enough. Don't even need to do that. I'm going to clean these because I may end up needing to use these as spares. So I'm going to drop these. I'm going to drop these inside the ultrasonic cleaner and see if I'm going to blow them out with some air as well. Carb cleaner. Try to just have them as spares in case get into a bind later. But this. Same thing with these O-rings. I'm going to keep them as spares. You got that. And this one. Get these all undressed. and get them ready to drop into the ultrasonic cleaner. Yep. Okay, so the other part of cleaning these injectors, so I just took these out of the ultrasonic cleaner. I just let them sit in there for a little bit, probably about 10 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do, yeah, these OEM, made in Japan. The Kei HIN, yeah, that's that Yamaha brand. The other part of it is I got this kit here. Little kit on the old Temu. So these kind are made to where you can just use a can of compressed air, put it on the bottom, put the injector into the right hole. They got several of them with the different holes depending on the different size injectors you got. Probably be better to put the O-ring on there, and you stick it in there, stick it in the hole, spray it through, and it's got leads on it. It's got leads on it where you plug it up into the power, and then you can pulse it. It's got, let's see, it's got a few different modes on it. It's got a short pulse, medium pulse, long pulse, and then continuous, where you just spray it straight through. So I'm gonna put a couple of them in the solution in the ultrasonic cleaner, and have them sit up, and as it's in the water, I'll be pulsing it just so the solution can get all inside and try to clean it out a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just playing with the different modes this thing goes on. So you select the different modes. Got on 3, that's long. There's 4 continuous, and they have their different. 5 is short again. So it's going back around the short, medium, and long. So I'm going to put them in the fluid here, drop them in, and like I said, let them go. All right. And I wish I could have put did a before on this one. But this one, it had a bunch of rust up in there. I just threw it in there just to see how it would do in the ultrasonic cleaner just by itself without pulsing it or anything. And it is so much cleaner. Well, gotta get these taken apart, get all these filter baskets cleaned up. Give them a little scrub with the wire brush as well. Just get some of that surface rust off. I don't like it. Alright. So I got these all disassembled. These are before and these are after. So it's
kind of what they're gonna look like. A lot shinier, a lot cleaner. That doesn't look too bad. That looks better. All kind of gunk down in there. Can't even see the hole on that one. So much crap. Yeah, it's nasty compared to a clean one. Yep. Even you strip the lettering off of it. Works pretty good. All that is just distilled water, the ultrasonic cleaner, and a little bit of Dawn. Cleans it pretty good.
All right, guys. So I've cleaned all of these, and with the ultrasonic cleaner, and I've put on the new parts and pieces that come in my kit, which is this seal here, this black rubber seal here, new O-ring, and the baskets. This one needs a new basket in it. It doesn't have one. I'll just show you how these go. Come in these little kits here. This is probably Chinese stuff, but here's what was in there. Not much different. This is one that I've cleaned, and I'll use probably in one of these. I've already cleaned all of those as well and tested them. I'll show you how I test them. Not the flow test, but just to make sure that they're spraying good. You can put these here. Let's see, where is it? Okay, here's a good one. Versus an old one. Not much difference. It's supposed to be, I believe, 2 micron. I got it spraying down here because it can get to be a little bit of a mess. I'll walk you through what to do. So I've done all these already, but first, what you'll do, you take your thing, whichever one where it fits inside of there the tightest, because it's going to have to be a tight fit. Push that in. There we go. And you get your leads. Lift your leads up. Now you're ready. Now you just simply, where the hell is this? I've been using this because it's a little bit, a little less aggressive than the carb cleaner. And now you set your, on your deal here, set that to continuous. I'll put it on 7. There we go. See, hear it. Well, 8. Okay. So I'm just not going to have it on right now. But what you're going to do, you're going to set this in here is kind of finesse. You put that in there, and you got to get a grip on this. I like to put 2 fingers on and hold it that way. And you push that not too tight, or else it's gonna spray out. Then you got the potential to get this stuff in your eyes. So I suggest you wear some eye protection the first couple times you do it, at least until you get used to it. Otherwise, you got the potential to hurt yourself. Okay, so I'll show you here. I've been testing these. Sometimes after the cleaning, it's still not totally a good spray. There we go. I like to do that, make sure everything has a... Oh. So I did that for each one of these, and just to make sure that they all had a pretty good spray pattern, or at least all consistent throughout them. So I don't need to do this, but now I'm gonna get set up. Get these, the original ones that were in there, get them put back in there. I'm gonna get my graduated cylinder set up under there, and gonna get this thing ready. Get that charged up. I'm gonna use mineral spirits this time. It's a lot less odorless, a lot less corrosive going through your fuel lines, and use that to test. So, all right, I'm gonna get set up and we'll be right back. Okay, folks, so I got this set up again. I have it set to about 35 psi, and hooking up my wiring now. The last time I put the calculations on the screen, but over 60 seconds calculating it out, I was at about 410 milliliters per minute. For this, from what I've seen, and for what I've seen other injector guys post, is these ought to be around at least 490. 490 up to 500 milliliters calculated out, which I guess for this, that should put us over 10 seconds, almost around 80, 90. I have to figure it out. I do the math and I'll put it on the screen what we're looking for. But with no further ado, let me get my stopwatch ready. All right, go. Alrighty. Go over 10 seconds. The most important thing, I'm at 10.13 seconds. So I'll do the math on this, but I want to be even. I want to be no more than 2% off between them, 2 to 3%. So we're at about 62 on the far left. 63, 63, 63, 63 and a half, 63 and a half. Looking at the meniscus. If that's right. I don't that might not even be right. But either way, that's where we're supposed to be. I'll calculate that out, see if we're good here. I'm not sure. I think that's low still, but we'll see. Alrighty. I'm about to set up again. As I wait for this pressure to equalize, getting it up to 35 again. As I wait for this pressure to equalize, I'm about to test again because as I went filling it up some more, it came out quite a bit faster. So I'm guessing the line maybe need to prime a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna try it again because I ran the numbers and it was still kind of low. It was lower than when I first tested it, so it only calculated out about like roughly 380 milliliters per minute, which should have been much faster than that, especially when I kept letting it flow. So we'll see. I'm about to kick it on. I think it's about ready. 35, not quite. Let's see if it'll a little bit faster. 36 on the end. So that's coming up finally. Okay. About to go for it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh yeah. Just about even across the board too. That's better. Much better. Okay. So we got 72, 71 and a half, 71 and a half, 71, 71 and a half, 71 and a half. Yeah. Much better. Over 10.16 seconds. Cool. Let me see. All right, folks. So back at it. I just cleaned them out again. Emptied them out again. And I think I had an issue with my incoming pressure. I think I was a little bit low. I think I was around 32 psi. Instead of, I'm at 2.25 bar now, or 35 psi. And I was looking at the incoming pressure originally, which I think might have messed me up. I looked at that one a lot more, which is a little bit higher than this one. So as it goes through the canister, and then the output is about 5 psi difference, roughly. Yeah, it's at about 2.25 bar, or 35.5 psi, which is typical test pressure from what I've seen for these particular injectors from the guys who were gracious enough to post that information. Everybody don't for some reason. But here we go. About to do a third and hopefully final test. I'm going to 10 seconds again. 3, 2, 1. Where we at? 74, 74, 73, 73, 73, 73. Good thing is they're all damn near even. It's still a little bit low. So we'll see what this means. About 10.3 seconds. All right, guys. So
found out that I had my pressure set too low the whole time. I've now set it at 43.5 psi. That's what all the other static testers are testing it at. So that's what I'll be doing. And we'll see where we're at. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'm about to, so we're still pretty balanced, looking like let's let that settle. 76, 78, 77, and that's at 9.95 seconds. I'll put the calculations on the screen here. That should settle it. I think this will get me pretty close to where I need to be. We'll see what this is. Either way, I think I'm gonna give these another ultrasonic bath cleaning with the pulse going on while it's cleaning, and we'll go from there.